Hello, I am Florida native. My name is Leah. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. I just want to say hello. I wanted to talk today about surrounding yourself with good energy and people that make you feel good, and maybe even being involved in activities that raise your vibration. Uh, that just means makes you feel good, that makes you happy, that brings you joy. It could be being outside. I love being outdoors. I love working out in the yard. I love seeing the fruits of my labor. I don't know. Do you guys like to do that? I love riding on my riding mower, which is actually, I need to get the belt fixed. But I have been using my power equipment, my little Ego, not sponsored, wish it was, but I have weed whackers and my blowers, and I actually have a push mower. So I just want to come in and talk about things that make you happy, things that bring you joy. I feel for some of you this has been it's been a quick year for me, but maybe some of you have had some things happen in your life. And as we grow, as we learn, as we move through this life, remember that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Is that right? Right? Yeah. I have the book. I have the guy who wrote that book, Pierre or something. But I just wanted to talk about like moving out that old energy, moving out those people that no longer, or situations that no longer serve you. And that's okay. You don't have to apologize. Sometimes we grow out of people. It could be friends. It could be a partner. It could be a job. It could be anything. And it's your life, right? So why not surround yourself with people in situations that help you grow and develop and make you feel good? And how I do this, a lot of the times, what I'll do is we check in with ourselves, right? And some people say, well, how do I know? And my idea is, and I think a lot of people feel this way too, is that if it's not helping you grow, if it's not helping you learn, if you feel stagnant, if it's not moving you forward in any situation in your life, then sometimes we have to leave those situations, people, places, things, leave it behind and move forward. Sometimes we've learned our lesson. Sometimes some of us have had to learn lessons over and over and over again until we get it. The universe maybe moves you out of the way and puts a different situation in your life. And, I want to, first of all, thank God, that I'm here. I've been, I think about it, I've had a pretty full life. I'm 52 now, and it's I it's been fun. I've had some heartaches and heartbreaks and grief and sadness, but it's all been balanced out with joy and happiness and experiences, and being around good people and meeting new people and going through different phases in my life, just like you've gone through this, maybe a difficult phase in your life. Maybe some of you are just right in the middle of it. Maybe you're beginning it, wherever you are in your timeline right now. But if you're in the middle of it, just know that, believe in yourself and keep on going. Sometimes people deal with emotions and they just bury it. I think that's a thing of the past. Dealing with your emotions, transmuting it, and feeling those emotions, whether it be grief or sadness, anger, resentment, because some of those emotions that we're human. It's natural. Don't beat yourself up because you have these human emotions. But really moving through these emotions and feeling them and not burying those emotions, because first of all, you're validating your own emotions, you're validating yourself. You have a right to feel angry, you have a right to feel resentful, you have a right to feel some of these, I would say, more negative emotions, and it's okay, you know. But I always say, let's not stay in that energy, let's not stay in that emotion, because it can be detrimental to some, to hold on to resentments and hold on to anger and not move forward. There's people that stay and hold on to grudges for years and years and years and years. And sometimes it shows up in the physical body, sometimes it shows up in the mental body. It definitely will affect your spiritual life as well. Sometimes, we hold on to emotions too long. And I'm not saying, and I never judge anyone, too long is a subjective phrase. Let me rephrase that. But going through your own healing, going through your own journey, giving yourself time to process your emotions, to feel them, good or bad, positive or negative. Our emotions are there because we're human, number one, but we're also spiritual. And then moving past these emotions and not staying there. And sometimes that's a difficult thing to do, especially, if someone's wronged you, or you feel like you've been wronged, or you feel slighted, or if you feel someone's betrayed you, or if you feel that whatever was done to you wasn't right, or the situation, or maybe you were fired at a job and you don't feel that you should have been fired, or it could be anything, whatever situation applies to you. But as life goes, we can move forward and we can move on. Validate your feelings. You're going to have grief. Sometimes when we lose loved ones, we're going to and sometimes that could go on for years. And, I come from a space of having my firm foundation in God, number one, and having that trust and faith and belief that better things are for you and for me. And sometimes things, the universe, maybe God, whatever you want to call it, your situation, sometimes your situation changes because that situation wasn't for you. It wasn't supposed to maybe last that long, or for you to be suffering in that particular situation. Grief is a difficult one. It depends on your perspective, your relationships, your perspective on life after the physical death, your own spiritual beliefs. So, we can never time these things. Everyone's individual, but know that you can get through these emotions and these feelings and move through them and come out stronger and better and more experienced, more compassionate, more empathic. Maybe you could trust your intuition more now. Maybe you could trust that gut feeling. Maybe you could get guidance. Some of you are getting guidance. Maybe you're opening up to your spiritual team, or or God, or the reality the nature of reality, of your reality, that you are on a very unique life path. You're unique. You're very unique. There's only one of you. And I feel that our Creator lives through us. So, of course, we can never, I guess, predict things that might come up in our lives, right? So if you have this light heart and you could look at life as this journey and maybe make lemonade out of lemons, right? Staying positive, and as we go into the new year 2025, set some goals for yourself. Maybe I talk more on the spiritual, so maybe learning something new about yourself, really getting in touch with who you really are and that spark that moves you. So, some of you, you know, you're looking to make some changes in your life, maybe in the financial realm or in your spiritual life or your emotional life, or having maybe a different set of friends or meeting new friends. And sometimes we get that guidance, but it really is about us taking the action through guidance, hopefully. Hopefully you guys have been practicing grounding and meditation and, you know, going out in nature and doing some introspection on your life, right? So sometimes we are given messages just in our everyday life, and some of us choose to ignore it, and then some of us are wide awake and aware how our Creator talks to us. I'm out in nature a lot, so I'm outside doing yard work and being out near the river, enjoying the weather, whether it's hot or it's cold, like it's 40 degrees, 30 degrees now in Florida. But sometimes we could just stop and look around us, like look outside, look at the animals, listen to the birds. Sometimes our messages come in ways that we least expect it. And I just want to send loving energy and give you positive messages so that you believe in yourself. Some of you, you know, maybe some of you are going into the holidays and missing some of those people, those special souls that have gone on to that other realm. And I know it can be difficult at times, but definitely know that there is this beautiful, beautiful other place, let's say this spiritual place. You could call it heaven, you could call it the place paradise, or whatever you might call it. And just know, I could tell you for sure that it is a beautiful place. It's all about love. In this world, our life is like a play. So we could only control how we react to things or not react to things, or how we operate in this world. So my message is to me as well. My message to myself and to you is, let's try to do better. You know, if we're judging people, and when you catch yourself doing that, step back into your awareness, go to your center, and think about it. Think about it. It could be thoughts and words, your actions, all of that is very powerful. That's why they say prayer is very powerful. You know, prayer is thoughts. It's an intention. So going into the holiday, it's just a suggestion, but trying to do better and going within, taking that time for yourself, with God, with your spiritual team, out in nature, surrounded by your pets, possibly other animals, and think of ways that we can do better, that I can do better, that you can do better, and how we could positively impact those that maybe are less fortunate than ourselves and that are maybe having struggles right now, maybe where you struggled last year, or last 10 years, or maybe just last week. Maybe someone else that you don't even know that you're walking, that maybe that you see at the grocery store or at the UPS store every day, or that you just see, in your neighborhood. Maybe they're going through some struggles. So putting out good intentions for others, being quiet, take into consideration what others are going through, their struggles, and just send good thoughts. It's just that easy. So if you have any ideas or comments on how we could all do better, or maybe you have an experience or you want to share a story, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. This was just a little hello, and I want to send you guys love and hope, and I wish you peace and calm. Peace and calm. To have peace and love in your heart for everything, and gratitude. Yeah, it's a tall order for sure, but we all have it in us. And forgiveness. So whatever it is that maybe triggers you as well, maybe it could be someone's name or a situation, or whatever triggers you, work on that. Take one emotion at a time, one instance at a time, and think about maybe the origin of that trigger and heal it. So hopefully you guys are having a great December. It just started. I hope you have wonderful experiences during the holiday season and into the new year. And I hope you guys are connecting with spirit, with your spiritual team, your guardian angel, and finding out who you really are and what makes you you, and why you are so special, because you are. There's only one of you, but we're all connected. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.